Hello again, everybody, and welcome to another exciting episode of Random Vlogging! So first things first, I realized that last week I only had one random vlogging, and it kind of bleeds into what I'm going to talk about today, which is, due to a lot of things that I can't really talk about, just because they're unresolved at the moment and could create more problems than would be solved by me talking about them publicly. This past week has been super, super, super tough on me. Um, I barely sleep. Anytime I'm awake, for the most part, I'm in constant panic mode. Um, Starting to get migraines and other things like that. And my knees have decided that they don't want to work anymore, which at work is not great because I spend a lot of time kneeling down to get stuff off lower shelves and stuff like that. So, um, yeah, I've been in a real bad place for a little while now, and so unfortunately, that meant that I wasn't able to film a random vlogging last week, which I feel bad about, but it was one of those things where I had to really, kind of sit down and go, okay, well, I could try and do this, or I can take care of myself. And I went, you know what? I'm going to take care of myself. Um, yeah, I'm still not doing well right now. If you guys hadn't noticed, um, I'm not my regular kind of bouncing. I don't know. I don't feel like me right now, and yeah, it's just not fun. Um, I had a lot of different things that I did want to talk about today, and to be honest, every time I've tried to articulate what it is that I'm trying to say, it just seems to come out wrong, and it seems to just sound like I don't know, just kind of sound like I'm fishing for compliments and stuff like that, which is not what I'm doing right now. This is just it's just a way for me to kind of get my thoughts out clearly, and kind of explain what it is that's kind of going on in my head. Because talking about it, even though technically I'm just talking about it to a camera, talking about it helps. So yeah. I've talked about my depression and anxiety before, and I'm not going to go into a thing like this is what depression is or this is what anxiety is, because I've done those videos before and you guys have all been really, really supportive about it. Um, However, today I'm going to talk about a subject that makes me incredibly uncomfortable. Um, Again, simply because I think talking about it will help me to deal with it. Not so much, not that I don't want to hear your comments or anything like that, or but this is not me trying to get you guys to make me feel better or anything like that. It's just, again, I feel the need that to talk about my own personal uh, self-image, just again more as a therapeutic idea. So growing up, I've always been kind of a bully magnet. I've had self-esteem issues and self-worth issues my entire life. Uh, a lot of it has to do with stuff that happened when I was younger that I'm not going to get into. Um, but it's affected me all the way to today. And one of the things I've discovered is I have an incredibly low opinion about myself. Um, I constantly think that the only reason that people spend time with me is because they feel some sort of obligation to do that. Um, I don't generally have a lot of friends. I have a ton of people that I talk to, but and I tend to be a friendly person. I mean, most of the people that have met me in person or through, you know, Google Plus chats, like we, I converse and I have fun, but generally most of my time when I'm not at work is spent alone in my room doing something on my computer, whether it's writing scripts, writing papers for class, reading books, playing video games, or just watching television and stuff like that. Most of the stuff that I do, I'm alone for. Um, and again, some of that is to do with the fact that my schedule is so hectic uh, that finding time to hang out with actual live human beings is very, very difficult because, you know, the time that I have is very bizarre, and most people are asleep or working when I'm not, so that doesn't help. Um, but another large portion of it is just the fact that I have a very hard time believing that people actually want to spend time with me. No matter what people say, no matter what people do, that's just basically been how I viewed myself for years and years and years. Um, and again, this is just how I see things. I'm not saying that this is how it actually is, but with my depression and anxiety and everything like that, um, this generally tends to be how I see the world. Um, for the longest time, I would have friends that I would want to spend time with, um, but I would convince myself that they didn't actually want to spend time with me. And if I didn't make the actual effort to get us together and do things, that I would never see them. Um, and in quite a few instances, I've actually been proven right. Like I have people that I used to hang out with a lot that I finally got tired of reaching out and, you know, finding times that we could all hang out and have fun together, because I felt like I was the only person, because I was the only person that was actually working to to get us together, and I just never speak to them anymore because I'm not willing to put forth all this effort when they really don't. It's not that they don't care about me or anything like that. It's just they don't have a strong enough need to see me and spend time with me to, you know, make a little effort and you know, try and find times when they can spend time with me without me making all of the effort. So yeah, so that's kind of what I've been dealing with over the past week. I've been having some issues at work that, again, I'm not going to get into, but just some disagreements with certain policies and other things like that that in the wrong run of things are not nearly as serious as I make them out to be. But again, it just gets into my brain and then gets into my head and then starts fueling me down this path of, well, you know what, just don't. So yeah, sorry for this being such a downer, but it's, I mean, this is probably the worst I felt in years, uh, and I'm hoping by kind of talking through it very poorly, to be perfectly honest. Like, unless, like, you have to watch this entire thing, and I kind of jump from random topic to random topic, and it's very, very convoluted and weird. But that's basically how my brain works right now, and it's not fun. Um, and yeah, it's just like I said, I have large issues with my own self-worth. I have large issues with my own self-image, um, and they've just really been getting to me recently, to the point where I've had days where I haven't gotten out of bed, um, and other stuff like that, where I won't do anything. I'll just lay in bed and hope that the day is going to end, and that the next day I'll feel better, which never really works. So yeah. So anyway, um, yeah, that's uh, that's what's been happening to me for the past week, and um, yeah, it's not fun at all. And I know that I'll get through it because I always do, but when I'm in the middle of it and can't really see an end to it, it becomes really bad. So that's why my updates haven't been quite as regular as they are. That's why if you follow me on Twitter, I've been mentioning a lot about feeling so horrible and things like this. It's really been getting to me. Um, I'm hoping with I've got a couple days off here. I'm hoping with that I'll be able to uh, work through some of the issues I have and kind of get my life back on track. Um, and if not, I get to try and figure out something else. So, yeah. Anyway, that's all for me today. Again, sorry about this one being very confusing, very convoluted, and very much a downer, but just talking about it and kind of saying it out loud, I'm hoping will help. So, yeah, again, that's all for me today. I will see you guys tomorrow for hopefully another random vlogging. It isn't quite as negative as this one. All right, bye bye.